Welcome to Economic Inequality video. This is made by Grace Sam. So what is unemployment? Unemployment occurs as the people are on temporary laid-off. The supply of worker is much higher than the demand of worker in the markets. Then there will be some people who are unemployed. Unemployment is usually used to measure a country's economy. Structural unemployment is one of the largest part of unemployment. In the structural unemployment, employers require more workers with specific skills in order to get success in the marketplace. Then the demand of a worker with some specific skills, such as technology specialized and self-professionals, goes up. However, the demand of manufacturing workers goes down. Another kind of unemployment is seasonal unemployment. While the workers on industry, they only work at a specific period of time during the calendar year. The time that the worker work depends on the temperature, the festival, and other environmental factors. Many jobs, such as factory, fishing, require workers to work outside. Unemployment and economic inequality are closely related to each other. Income inequality is defined as a high concentration of wealth or income held by a small part of people in the society. Here are some reasons causing economic inequality. The population of the country. Countries with a larger population always had a higher inequality, since most of them focus on manufacturing. Then, there are many people working in the factory and they usually get a lower payment. Family background. The economic inequality can be caused by different levels of families which each person comes from. For the people who are born in wealthy families, their family can afford them a better education. The wealthy family can also teach their children to work hard in order to get success. The last one is the gender and races. In society, sometimes men are able to get more opportunity than women, since most men are stronger and have better body condition than women. Also, the top class in many countries mostly contain of white people. According to the LSE report, it showed that women earn 21% less than men. This factor which contribute to economic inequality represent the social need. If you rank the income of each Canadian family from high to low and divide it into 5 constant pieces, the average income for the bottom 20% people is $6,700, which is 2.1% of the total Canadian market income. The average in top 20% is $164,900, which is 52% of the total Canadian market income. Tax credit is a powerful method for the government to decrease the gap between high-income people and the low-income people. Tax credits are charged by the government and the amount of tax being charged depends on the amount of income that the person is getting. Therefore, high-income people are always charged for higher taxes and low-income people are charged for low taxes. The average income of the lowest 20% after taxes and transfers is $15,000, and the average income of the highest 20% of people after taxes is $135,500. The Gini coefficient is the extent contributed by distribution of the income among individuals within the country. It's always used to represent economic inequality of the country. The value of Gini coefficient can be ranged from 0 to 1. If the Gini coefficient is 0, it represents that the product or the money are distributed perfectly equally. If the Gini coefficient is 1, it represents a perfect inequality, and all the product or money go to one person. If the Gini coefficient of a country's economy is closer to 1, the country has a higher income inequality. LICO, also called low income cutoff, is a line of certain percentage of the population based on poverty. The people getting the income below LICO line will come to be no poverty. Although the LICO can help to see the number of the low-income people, the standard is not really accurate. The price of the service and product are different from one place to another. Then people who are getting higher income may not have enough money to use. BNB, also called market basket measure, is a method measuring the amount of people who are having inability to afford necessities of life according to the price of goods and services within the community. MBN is not effectiveness because there are some people who are spending their savings, such as elders, and the people who are spending their parents' money. MBM can measure the amount of people who are not having enough money for daily life expense, more accurate and effectiveness. Since the price of the product and services are different from one place to another, MBM measures a family's financial situation based on the price and daily demand of the places, and the standard is different for the people living in different places. Both the government and the non-governmental organizations have different response for the problem of economic inequality. Minimum wage is the minimum amount of salary that an employer is required to pay the worker for work performance during a given period, and it cannot be reduced by collective agreement or an individual contract. To reduce income inequality since it helps the worker against unduly low pay and make sure their wages won't be too much lower than the average wage. Food bank is a place set by the government or other organizations with store food and supply for the needy people. They provide food for demanding people. This can help to decrease income inequality since low-income people don't need to spend money on buying food. What did we learn previously? In the course, we learned that different education background of worker can contribute to different opportunity and the amount of salary that the worker are getting. Most of the time, the higher educated people get higher income. However, a high educated is not only a result from hardworking and talents, but it's also a demonstration of a person coming from a high-level family which can afford the person higher quality education. This is unfair to the people who are born in a low-income family. Difference between the education that the people are getting contribute to the problem of inequality in Canada. In order to solve the problem, the government should divide the education supplies more equally around among the school and control the teacher from more sides, including the teaching content, teachers' salaries, teachers' holiday, and etc. There are always some public schools which have higher educated teachers, better equipment, and more supplies than the others. The high-income family may buy the house around the school so that their children are able to get better education. Also, the private school is able to pay teachers higher salaries and provide students better education. The government should set a new policy to regulate salary of the teacher in one province should be the same. This could provide supplies the teacher more equally in different schools and solve the problem of economic inequality.